Very annoying. Let's get these air tubes going. Do that next. Get them out of the way. It only needs to be what number is that? A number 4, 4.5. Yeah, it doesn't really matter because there's going to be sufficient air go through. And they're going to crawl into this area for sure. Oh, actually, it's going to be upside down. So, and then we'll come back to see what we're going to do about the other. At least we'll get this out of the way. And we can probably just see if it sticks the rubber to it. We'll probably need epoxy type. But once again, put the wood down. One first. Yeah, I'll probably put a little bit of pressure on it. Get it going. And this side. Okay, it's both them done. Probably how to do it. Oh yeah, let's see if we can get this rubber organised. It's upside down. So that's how we're going to put it. Right, we'll super glue do this. Bet you it won't, but we'll just do it because then that way then we know that it will work. Even though that I'm going to be working on it. Give it a go. Once again, I haven't got my gloves on. It's just dandy, isn't it? Good. Do the other one. I get the feeling it's telling me to do it. Gloves are right here, might as well use them. Oh God, I've already got that bloody on me there. I tell you, super glue, you don't want to make a mistake. I think I mentioned earlier that I have actually had my fingers stuck together with super glue. Maybe it will bond. Okay, so we'll leave those. That was easy. Okay, so I've gone and actually put this in. I didn't video it because I was just gonna. All I did was to shape this a little bit better and push it in, and it actually did work in the end. I got a elbow piece that's on this side, and I've glued that in as well. I'll probably just put some extra glue around the edge just to make sure that the water doesn't escape, because they both fit into both sides. They actually don't fit into each other. You know, on reflection, if I had a bigger bit, would have made it a little bit bigger. And that way I could have had one of these pieces in. But I think this will do fine. We'll soon go to find out, aren't we? So my biggest worry is going to be, of course, is it will leak. And the best way to test that is put water down there. But I'll just glue this up now around the edge. I'll just use this glue. This was quite a good snug fit. I was going to use these things, you know, I will on this end, but not on this end because I've just realised that using these filters, if it's too loose, so like for example here, if it was too loose, it would end up coming out. And over time, I know it would shrink probably because it was a bit cooler, but you know, I'm not confident enough. So I squashed them in, as you can see, into the 8mm sized from a 10 to an 8, and it actually it does fit. Doesn't look that good, but it will do the purpose because you don't want the water to leak again, just unnecessarily. I'll put this cover back if I can find it. Goodness gracious me, I need to clean up here. There it is. Right there. These shavings are terrible, aren't they? So I have to clean up today. So now we've got that in place. I think that I'll let it just dry a bit more before I put something over top and then another one in there. And I'll test it with water so in a moment, and we'll just see if it actually works. If it works, that's great news. And then, because I have that spot open now that I'm not going ahead with this, I could just bung this up with a filter, I think, up the top. And there you go. It's going to contain the water. Be interested to see if this actually works. Oh, silly me. Should have made it so that plug. Cool. Whoops. God, I'm so keen to find out if that water's going to be okay. I'll go test it. Oh, this is a classic. Oh, it's just dripping out, look, through the filters. These filters are useless. What the hell? Oh, don't get those filters. As you can see, it's going to drip again. Like, it depends on how much water's there. But you want them to be able to get the water. Yeah, see, it's going to form the drip. It's probably not going to be that bad though. Okay, so we probably don't need much water. And I think that's probably going to be a good solution. I'll put that over top. It does mean they have to go to the ends to be able to get it, but then you can put oh, that will probably still work. And I should have put all that before I glued it in place, because now I'm not going to fit it, as you can see. Yeah. So what do I do about that? I think the only thing I can do, that will probably come out in time. It doesn't matter. I'll just glue it back in again. But I think I'll just cut it. So now oh no, its ends come off, what the hell. But it does allow me to put this on. Look at that. Now I've got to do the other end, and I have to glue this back on. And I better tidy this all up because I've got shavings going everywhere, and it's just, that's frustrating in itself. But at least this, I think this will work. Yeah, I think it's going to work. Let's push it over the next bit. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so we'll put 3 filters. I need another one of those pipes. God, I hope I got an extra one. Pretty sure I've got 2 or 3 of them. What's this? Oh, that's all missed it. Okay. Well, we're not going to need this one. That's something I just don't need. So we'll put 3 into here. So I'll take this one off. Oh, awfully loose. Oh, that's the reason why. Oh no, not necessarily. I had them in the 8mm on the other side, didn't I? So I put 3 brand new ones on this side. Oh God, it's awfully loose. What the hell? It can't be right. Oh, that is bigger. This is the one that I need. Oh dear, am I going to be able to put 2 on the other side? Oh, well, we'll see how we go. Let me push this out somehow. Not going to do it. So, put it there. There's 1. I'm only going to get 2 on this side. So I could go and buy another one, but I don't really want to. And I'll push this under here. See how this goes. There we go, look at that. Now I better go test this out. That's so funny. I bet you that other one. Right, I've gone and put water in there. Let's see if it just drops out. It's not. So 2 and 3 will be fine. And then all I need is something on top. And that can tell me if there's enough And then we'll just put one of these. Just get a wet one. It can just be on the top. Yeah, so this here is, it can't be 10 mil. That's more than 10 mil. Where did I make that mistake from? Must have measured it incorrectly. If I just grab if that there, it is, it's 10 mil. Okay, so these are 8 mil, but the filters are meant to fit a 10 mil. But in actual fact, they're 8mm filters, so just be careful about that. They sold me these as 10s. Doesn't matter though, it's okay, I've made it work. So that's probably all you need is a setup like that. I'll be able to see if there's any water in here, just to make sure there's enough water. It's easy to pull the bung out, put it back in, and I think that's going to be fine. This here, it looks like the ants aren't going to get out there, so that's good. Now I've just got to put the side back on and clean all this up, which I will do next. Okay, we'll go from there. We'll clean all this up, I'll put it together, and I think that I think it's done. The only thing is we need to do something up the top here, but now I know that you can fit these, will fit smaller, certainly when it's wet. So if I just wet one, this could work out just fine. Okay, I think I found the secret to these things. So I've wet this one really hard, and this side seems to be all, I don't know. Anyway, let's see if I can get this, just smother this thing in. There's a bung. And then you could just take it in and out, couldn't you? See? But you really want to be able to bring it through. So that means I'll need to use a knife of some description. Well, we don't want to cut it, do we? Just want to push it through. There you go. Look at that. Bingo. Wow. So in disguise, it's probably just worked out really well. So if I need to quickly get to them, I can pull that out, put whatever I need in. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's let it all dry. I'll clean up and then we'll put it together and we'll see how we go. Okay.